If we depend on the culture to raise our teens, we aren't taking the responsibility that was given to us as parents. It's not the job of the culture to shape our teens into who they think our teens should be. It's your job, mom, dad, okay, to lead your teen in the way they should go, not the job of the culture to lead them. So what is your teen learning and hearing about? What and who are influencing your teen? Does it go along with what you believe and with what you stand for? Because it's more important that you talk with your teen to work out their thoughts and understandings of what they are hearing and believing. It doesn't have to be an argument, and hey, I gotta tell you, it should not be an argument, all right? And you need to remember, you have to have accurate information in order to give accurate information. So I want you to think about that for real. What are you really believing? What is it that you stand for? And are you teaching your teen the beliefs? Okay. Hey, I'm Shauna Partlow, and I'm a teen relationship coach, and I'm going to give you 3 traps for you to be aware of when it comes to the culture raising your teen. Okay. So one trap is the happy trap. And this is where you are giving your teen pretty much whatever makes them happy. Okay, so you want to spend the night with your boyfriend this weekend because his parents are going to be out of town? Oh, hey, okay, whatever makes you happy, honey. Yeah, you want me to buy you some alcohol so that you can have some friends over? Okay, sure, that'll be fine. Whatever you want, honey, because whatever makes you happy, count me in. Happiness is an emotion for the moment. And hey, if you're watching this, you have teenagers. And how many times you have given them something that's going to make them happy and it didn't even make them happy. And then you're like, oh my gosh, I thought it was, I thought that's what you wanted. Well, they did then, but not anymore, okay? So again, happiness is for the moment. Happiness is not lasting, okay? It's an emotion that is not lasting. And if you just are in that circle of running and running and running around to make your teen happy, you're going to be running for a long time. And you are never going to fulfill that happiness within your teen, all right? So hey, if you're getting any value out of this so far, okay, go ahead and hit the like button. And hey, you can subscribe as well. But if you lead your teen to have joy, okay, in life, that creates peace inside of them, all right? And it helps your teen to become grateful with what they have, all right? Because joy is not a quick emotion like happiness is. And when you get out of the happy trap, you're not striving to make your teen happy anymore, okay? Because I gotta tell you, you will never, ever, ever succeed in that. That's just something that's never going to be accomplished because there's always going to be something else that's going to make them happy, okay? So whatever it was in the moment, it did not last. So another little trap is the no parental trap, okay? So this is where parents give up their parenting to people who are influencing the mind and actions of their teen. So if you fall into this trap, okay, you need to be reminded that you are the parent of your teenager, okay? And your teen needs your influence of what is right in their young, developing mind and life, okay? They need direction from you, mom, dad, because they will get it from someone and somewhere. But is it the direction that you want them to have? Teens are searching to be accepted, loved, and listened to. Now that hasn't changed, has it? Because I don't know if you remember when you were a teenager, really weren't you even doing the same thing? You wanted to be accepted, didn't you? You wanted to be loved and you wanted to be listened to. And really, when you think about that, is that sometimes any different than what you kind of feel like as an adult, as a parent? It may not be to the same level as your teenager, but just kind of think back to when you were a teen and how that was for you, okay? Your teen, they have real questions that really need to be answered. And are you involving yourself in their life so that your teen knows they can come to you and ask you any question? Or are you leaving it to friends, okay, friends, and Google? Because you cannot be unapproachable and distant, which is you then being in the no parental trap. Okay, you have to be engaged in and with your teen, not leaving them to the wolves, then wonder, oh my gosh, what happened to them as they become adults. Okay, so you absolutely need to take time to talk with your teen and find out what they're thinking and feeling about friends, maybe some family, and really just life in general, because your teen needs you. This is not the time to check out now that you have a teenager, okay? Because I know a lot of parents and people that are actually afraid of teens. And you may be one of those people, because I've had, I've been working with youth for a very long time. And that just the parents, the adults, other people have said several times that they're afraid of teenagers. Oh my gosh, how many times have you even heard people say, oh my, I don't want I don't want them to become teenagers because, they're afraid of that life. They're afraid of that age, which, it's not anything to be afraid of. You just need to engage in it, okay? That is, because you have a teenager, it is definitely not the time to step back. And it's time, you definitely need to stay in the game, okay? And stay, which I just said, stay in the game, okay? And stay, and, and parent your teen with solid direction. That's what I want to say, what I'm trying to say, okay? All right, do not step back and do not think, oh my gosh, I'm just going to let these teen years slide and just kind of go by. We're just going to let it breeze by. No, all right? This is where you need to step in and give your teen solid direction. Okay, so the next trap is this, way of the world trap. This is where you want to be what the world says you should be. This is you wanting to fit in with what everyone around you is doing, okay? You want the new car, you want the new clothes, you want the shiny new object, and you definitely want the latest and greatest of everything, okay? So your standard is what the world says it is. You don't really have beliefs of your own because you let the world tell you what you should believe and what you should think and what you should do. And you just kind of go along with it because it is way easier to let the world decide what you should do than for you to think for yourself. So you put on blinders to prevent yourself to see what you know deep down is wrong. But your teen needs you, mom, dad, okay, to stand up, speak up, and show up for what is right. Because as you lead your teen in the way they should go, you show them how to stand up, speak up, and show up, okay, for what is right, and how to think for themselves, because they really do need to do this, don't they? Yeah, because as they become adults, right? Hey, they're going to be adults sometime, but it's not even just in adulthood. Hey, they actually need to do this now as teenagers to think for themselves. You shouldn't have to be thinking and doing all of that for them. Yes, have conversations and help them with their thoughts, with how they're feeling, okay? But it doesn't mean that you just have to sit there and do it for them, all right? Because your teen absolutely needs to know, right from wrong, okay? And to know it's okay to question some things and that they don't have to go along with what everyone else is doing all of the time. It's okay to be their own person. It's okay to step out and not do what everyone else is doing. Okay, and to follow those feelings, sometimes that gut feeling that says, hey, you need to stop what you're doing right now because that's wrong and you totally just don't even need to go there. All right, so those are the three, I would say the three traps, okay, that if you fall into, hey, put it in the chat. Okay, maybe you want to let me know. All right, or you can message me privately and let me know maybe what your own struggle is, that you maybe have a trap of your own that I did not say because I only gave 3. Okay, but if you find yourself falling into one of these, definitely let me know. Okay, and here's something too. What are you going to do today, all right, to lead your teen? into maybe a direction that you would want your teen, okay, to go. And also within these 3 traps, okay, I'm just going to kind of briefly go over them once again, okay, a little recap of them. The first one was the happy trap, okay. Remember, that's when you were trying to just make your teen happy. That's kind of the conversation. Well, what do they want to do? Well, where do they want to go? Well, what, everything just really revolves around them and their happiness, okay? But remember, happiness is an emotion that is generally not lasting, okay, compared to what joy is, all right? The second trap is the no parental trap, okay? And that's where parents have really just kind of let go of their parenting and have kind of released it to someone else, something else, okay? Because they're just, hey, you know, it doesn't really matter. And they're teenagers now and, you know, they're fine. And then the last trap is way of the world trap, okay? And within that trap, that one there is also to where you just kind of go along with whatever the world is saying. They want you to kind of be this way, be this person. So you just, okay, all right, I'll do that because it's way easier than you thinking for yourself, okay? And that's something that you do want to be teaching your teen is to think for themselves because it's okay to think for yourself, all right? So, hey, if you've liked this video, there's others that you can check out, definitely. And, I think that's all I'm going to say about this right now, okay? I'm going to say thanks for watching, and yeah, I will see you in the next video.